In this video, we're going to have a look at characteristics. Now, please note, these are pages 2 and 3 of your IDSR. Context sentences provide background information for inspectors. So, they are not necessarily a reflection of your school's performance, especially when we have a look at prior attainment. It's just background information. And it takes account of any pupils who have left or entered your school in recent months. So in other words, if somebody took their Key Stage 1 assessment at another school and then joined your school, then they would be included in this prior attainment section. However, also please note, this is historic data for pupils as of the end of January 2018 census. So as of this particular census. So any pupils who have entered or left your school since January 2018 will not be reflected in this. So we have some information at the top, including your deprivation quintile. So this is measured by IDACI, Income Deprivation Affecting Children Index. So what happens? Your pupils live in areas which are wider than postcodes, but I'll call them postcodes because lower super output area is quite a mouthful to say. So your pupils live in postcodes. What percentage of pupils in those postcodes claim for certain income related benefits? In other words, they usually have a household income of £18,000 or below. So what sort of areas do your pupils live in? So they're not assessing the pupils directly, they're assessing the actual locations they live in. And then we average all of that out to get your IDACI index, which is a percentage really between 0 and 100%, though the highest I've actually seen is about 83%, but is expressed as a percentage, as a fraction. And then we say, well, are you in the top 20%, the next 20%, and so forth. So this school is in the 20% most deprived area of England. For ethnicity, we're looking at your top 5 ethnic groups and how many different ethnic groups do you have out of the 17 that are possible. There are actually more than 17, but Ofsted are not using things like refused, information not obtained in this calculation. Number on roll, are you in the top or bottom 20% of schools for number of pupils, and did more than 10 pupils enter your school or leave your school in the past year? For girls, disadvantaged, English as an additional language, and special educational needs, was your school in the top or bottom 20%, so the top or bottom quintile, and were any particular years higher or lower than the average? So what they do is they take, say you're in a primary school with 6 years, they have a look at year 1 and compare that with years 2 to 6. So you can see here we've got a lot more pupils in year 2 who are girls, but in year 3 and year 5 it's quite the opposite, it's more boys. We also look at the number of children looked after, and this is an improvement from the IDSR that was in 2017, which showed the number of children looked after per year, and then some schools publish those on the internet, and that is not best practice. And then for prior attainment, for your year 1 and year 2, which bear in mind are your current year 2 and year 3, we see were they above or below the national average significantly, or well above or well below for reading, for writing and for maths, and the same for your years 3 to 6 compared to Key Stage 1. So as I say, this is historic information, this is just providing background information for inspectors. Your school will not be judged on it. However, if there's anything surprising that comes out of this analysis, you might want to investigate it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Why not like us and subscribe to this channel? And why not subscribe to our free premium mailing list, where you can get 10% off our best prices and advance notice on what's happening.